Elements of a job offer. If your interview went well, then you might receive a job offer. Here are the learning outcomes for this video. By the end of the video, you should 1. Understand the essential elements of a job offer. 2. Understand why you should ask for clarification if an essential element is missing. 3. Understand the importance of getting the offer in writing. 4. Understand the importance of communicating while you're reviewing the offer. And 5. Understand the concept of negotiating leverage. Let's get started. If you receive a job offer, there should be several elements included. First is the job title. Second is the job status. The status will tell you if the job is full-time, part-time, or contract. The next element is compensation, which we'll talk about later. Next should be compensation conditions, which will state if some of your compensation only becomes available over time, called vesting, or if any of your compensation can be taken back based on something you do, called a clawback. Next is the start date for the job. After that is preconditions for employment, which are things you must successfully complete before you can start the job, such as a background check. Next is the date the offer expires. Towards the end, the offer will list how you can accept it and who you should contact with questions. If the offer you receive is missing any of those elements, then reach out to the employer and ask for clarification. You can't fully analyze the offer unless you have the essential elements. The offer might be missing information you want to know, such as info about benefits like health insurance. If you have specific questions about things not in the offer, you'll have to follow up with the employer. We'll talk more about benefits in later videos. Your offer should be in writing so that you have proof of what was offered. If you receive a verbal offer, ask the employer to follow up and send you a written offer. A formal written offer, such as a letter, is great, but an email could suffice as well. If an email is used, then the email should contain all the essential offer elements. It's important to communicate with the employer before the offer expires. Make sure you promptly ask any questions you have. After reviewing the essential elements of the offer, you might be tempted to negotiate by counteroffering. Before you counter, it's important to first understand the concept of leverage. In job offer negotiations, leverage is the power you have to get the employer to give you something you want. We'll talk more about negotiating leverage later, but in general, you should determine what leverage you have over the employer before you ask to negotiate anything. Your first lesson in leverage might be negotiating an extension of the offer expiration date. For example, if you're offered the job on Tuesday with an expiration of Friday, you might want to extend the expiration so you have the weekend to think it over. If you want to ask for an extension, you should ask quickly after receiving the offer and give a reason, such as needing extra time to talk it over with your partner. If you ask for an extension of a week or less, your request should be granted. But if your request is met with hesitancy, then this is a signal that you don't have leverage here, and you should make your decision within the original time frame. If your request for a little extra time to make a decision is rejected, then this could be a red flag. As we'll discuss in depth in the following videos, there's a lot of things to analyze when it comes to job offers. If an employer offers you a job and demands that you make your decision very quickly, this seems unreasonable and could signal that the employer might be difficult to work for. That's the end of this foundational video, but just a reminder that this video is part of a longer playlist. The playlist is in chronological order, meaning videos at the beginning of the playlist cover things that occur at the beginning of a job search and vice versa. If you liked this video, then you should check out the other videos in the playlist. If you thought this video was confusing, then try going backwards in the playlist to learn more about job search up until this point, or even forwards in the playlist to see how things come together. Thanks.